Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Rachel and this is Stitched Up. So today I thought I would come on and do a sort of Friday sews, and I know it's not Friday and it's not gone up on Friday, but I did want to get a vlog filmed on Friday and I just didn't get around to it. I'm really sorry. I had a busy day at work. I was tired when I got home. I have no excuse. I'm sorry. Anyway, it's Sunday today and I thought I would do, you know, a bit of a catch up and let you know about what I've been up to this week in the world of sewing. Yeah, so I thought that would be nice for us to chat through. Plus it means I get 2 vlogs out in 1 week, which when I've been a little bit sparse with vlogs in 2024 this year so far, I thought that might be something that you would enjoy. So anyway, I am wearing my Lyra dress today by Tilly and the Buttons. This, if you remember, if you were following me back then, I think I did this about 18 months ago when I went to the knitting and stitching show with the lovely Judy from Running So and So. I decided the night before to whip up a Lyra and it sort of went a little bit viral. Well, no, it didn't go viral at all, just ignore that. But a lot of people were just completely in awe of the fact that I managed to make a Lyra from Lyra from start to finish in 1 evening. Yes, I did. But full disclaimer, I had made it before. I'd already got the pattern all, you know, adjusted to fit me and printed out and etc, etc. So I literally all I had to do was cut the fabric out and sew it together. So, you know, it's not that it's not like I had to start from scratch. So yes, this Lyra, I love it. It's glorious. It's a little bit short in the sleeves. Next time I make this pattern, I am going to have to lengthen it. I think I had lengthened it in the sleeve previously, but it's still not long enough. It's still too short. I need another good 1.5 inches, I think, really. I haven't worn it for ages because I was too big. I grew out of it, let's be honest. That's the reality. Yeah, I tried this on a couple of months back and I couldn't fasten it across my boobs. It was far too tight over the upper arms. Fits me again now because I've lost some weight, which is awesome. And yeah, I'm super happy to be wearing it again. I made this in this beautiful fabric that Martin bought me for Christmas, or it might have been my birthday the year before last. It's a Minerva exclusive Viscose Challis and I can't remember the design. Is it Bubbles something? I'm not sure, but the colours are just incredible. I love these blues and lilacs. It's just beautiful. So I will leave a link to it down below because it's still available, is this fabric. So yeah, I'll leave a link to that if you are interested. The buttons I used from the Textile Garden, which are glorious, like shell design, but they're not made of shell, they are plastic buttons, but I really liked using these. And there was something else. Oh, earrings. I am wearing my Sapphire Frills earrings today. I've had my nails done as well, Valentine's nails. So yes, blue Sapphire Frills earrings, which are glorious and I love them. So yes, feel very put together today, which is nice, but it's nice to be able to get this back on comfortably, shall I say. Anyway, let's get into what I've been up to this week. I actually haven't been doing a lot of sewing and I'm in a bit of a sewing funk at the minute, and I think some of that is because my weight is changing. It's coming down, which is brilliant, but I'm sort of thinking, I don't know, I don't want to make too much while I'm changing shape and size, etc. I want to, you know, not invest my precious fabrics into something that I might very quickly become too large for me. Fingers crossed. I don't know. So yeah, I've been a little bit in a sewing funk recently. Lots of things are inspiring me. I'm just not having the inclination to sit and sew, but I have been working on a couple of things which I'll show you. So let me just grab the pattern first and show you what I've been working on. So I've actually been working on a big 4 pattern, which is this Vintage Vogue pattern. I can't remember where I bought this from, probably, you know, off eBay or somewhere like that, but this is a 1970s pattern, I think. And it's supposed to be a very simple dress, oversized, with this gorgeous yoke detail. It's got above or below sleeve, no, below, gosh, above or below elbow sleeves with elastic in, and they're quite voluminous, as you can see. And then it has a casing which you insert elastic into the waist, and then you can have it full length or knee length. So I decided I was going to have a go at this because I've not made a big 4 pattern for a long time. These old vintage patterns generally come in one size, and this is a size 12. So yeah, when I looked at the measurements, I was a little bit concerned that this wouldn't fit me. But what I decided to do was just get all the pattern pieces cut out and then measure them, which I have done. And yeah, it would fit fine actually because of the amount of ease that's in it. So I have made this up mostly already, and it does take a lot of fabric. I have used nearly 4 meters of fabric to make this, even though it says it takes 3 meters. I didn't want to make the full length version because I felt that that would be just too dressy, and I wanted to be able to wear this as a day dress as well as maybe a going out dress. So I wanted to do like a midi version, but to be honest, the fabric that I've used has ended up being more or less to the floor, so I am going to take it up, but I'll show you it in a second. The other thing as well is it has you in the instructions, because it's got like a notch in the collar here at the top, and it has you do like a thread chain and button. I didn't want to do a thread chain on the front, so I've made a rouleau loop out of scraps of the fabric, which I'll just attach a button at the top so it will fasten. And I've got the main dress put together now, and it's looking great. The only thing I've got to do is attach the casing, but the problem is this is one long pattern piece, so you don't have a separate bodice and skirt, and I've got to be really careful how making sure that I put the casing in exactly the right spot and that it doesn't go off, because there's no sort of indicators for you to work with, if that makes sense. You know, if you've got a separate bodice, then you've got obviously the raw edge of the hem as a visual guide as to where you put your casing. Well, when it's all in one piece, you haven't got that. It does have notches at the side seams, but that's not quite enough for me to be able to get it in line. So I'm going to have to be really, really precise with my measurements, I think. And I think I'm going to draw it all out with tailor's chalk first to make sure I get the casing in the right spot. I am using, it tells you to use bias binding. So I haven't made bias binding from my scraps. I've just got some black satin bias binding, which will work with the fabric, which I'll show you in a second. So I'm going to use that because I'm using a viscose crepe fabric, and I think that will work really well because it's not going to be too structured on the inside of the fabric, and then that will be used for the elastic to be inserted into. So yeah, I'm doing well with it. And obviously the side seams are all stitched together now. The yoke has gone in really well, and I need to put the elastic in the sleeves. I am doing the below elbow length sleeves because I prefer that look on me. And yeah, I will just grab it and then I'll show you how it's looking. Right, so I've got it on one of my gorgeous little granddaughter's coat hangers. So it's on a baby coat hanger here, but this is it. You know, it's difficult for you to see what this looks like because it just looks like a great big caftan dress at the minute. But I am using this beautiful viscose crepe that is from Fabric Godmother, and it's been a dream to work with, to be honest. I really love this design. So these are the sleeves here, which now they need to be obviously sewn up and create a casing to put the elastic in. I don't know if you can see the yoke very well. I've done the rouleau loop here on the right side. So there's my little rouleau loop, and you can probably just see this yoke detail with gathering. The back is probably easier to see. The yoke sort of comes around here. It's not easy, is it? Let's face it. But otherwise, it just looks like a great big long dress at the minute. So I now need to find where the waist bit is and put that casing in, which is probably why I've just put it to one side, to be honest, because that's going to take a bit of work and putting it off and procrastinating. So I've enjoyed it anyway. I've enjoyed putting this together. It's been nice to do a big 4 pattern because I haven't done one for a long time, and I don't generally tend to sew with many vintage patterns either, because I think we're always a bit nervous of doing it, aren't we? Because we wonder about you know, the changes in instructions and things like that. And we all know that some of the big four patterns instructions are not great at the best of times, but these instructions, to be honest, were straightforward. They've been really straightforward. So I'm looking forward to getting that finished. As I say, I will need to take a good chunk off the bottom because it is super long. It's down to the floor and I don't want it that length because otherwise it will turn it into an evening dress for me, especially in that print. And I would like to wear it during the day. So anyway, so I've also been working on some joggers as well because I just want another pair of classic joggers that I can wear at home. You know, when you come home from work and you want to get out of your work clothes and just put something comfy on. Yeah, so I didn't used to be a jogger person, to be honest, but I'm turning into one. I'm turning into a bit of a slob. But anyway, yes, I don't have a pair of plain joggers apart from my Closet Core plateaus, which I made with the Northern Soul Sisters last year. They're in like a green, a dark khaki green, but I wanted just a pair of plain black ones because they're so versatile, aren't they? And yeah, we can just wear them with anything. So my go-to pattern, I'm going to be honest, for joggers is this one, which is a Petite Stitchery adult joggers. And they're just a very simple, straightforward jogging pattern with a waistband that has elastic and a drawstring in. It's got front slant pockets, no back pockets, cuff on the bottom, and there are lines on the pattern so that you can cut them at shorts length, capri length and full length. So I love this pattern. It's also a freebie. I have made it before and I love the fit on me. It's not a very slim leg. I don't have slim thighs at the end of the day, and I know lots of people love the Hudsons, but they are very slim in the leg and I find them too legging. They're sort of more like leggings on me, if I'm honest, and I want something a bit looser. So I love this pattern. I think it's great. So I have cut it out of this fabric that I got from First for Fabrics when I was up at Sotoon in December, and it is a Alpine fleece in black with the fleecy back, which is just super soft. So I haven't made them yet. I've cut them out and I'm going to get those sewn up. I cut them out yesterday and then just thought I don't feel like sewing, so I didn't put them together. They won't take long. I've just used some black cuffing for the cuffs on the legs, and I'm going to use the self fabric for the waistband and probably put eyelets in, I think. But we'll see how we go with that. I might just do buttonholes on my machine. We will see. So I want to get those made up because they will become a staple in my loungewear wardrobe, I think, for wearing at home. So that's really all I've been up to from a sewing perspective, but I have got a few bits and pieces to show you that I have been gifted and also that I've bought. So let me just grab them. So the first thing I want to share, and if you've been watching Ruan and Tamlin's channels, you will know, because you will have seen these already or seen a similar set, but the lovely Georgia, who is the Mendip maker, got in touch with the three of us, and she has set up her own little business making buttons, and she makes them out of recycled plastic, which is just awesome. So it's, you know, it's really environmentally friendly and they are just gorgeous. So she got in touch with us and asked us if we would like to choose a set. She does them in lots of different colours and different sizes, and have a look at them with no obligation to chat about them or anything. So I chose these gorgeous pink ones and she sent them to me, and I haven't used them yet because I wanted to show you them, but they are beautiful. These feel amazing. They're not shiny. They've got like a matte finish. These are 15mm buttons, and as I say, they're made from recycled plastics, including bottle tops, DVD cases, etc., which is just awesome. To, you know, to do something like this out of things that people have thrown away is just brilliant, isn't it? And it's what we should all be aiming for, let's be honest. So she has a little shop on Etsy and eBay. I will leave a link to her down below if you want to go and have a look, but I am super impressed with these. So thank you, Georgia, if you are watching, for sending me these. I'm looking forward to using them on a project. And then also the lovely Bobby, who is one of my followers. She's Bobster. I will put a link down below on Instagram. She got in touch with me because I think I'd mentioned over Christmas I was going to be making some more activewear. Now I'm getting back into my running, and she had got some activewear fabrics that she didn't need anymore, and she asked me if I would like them, which was really kind of her. So she sent me these. Now these are fabrics that I have used before because they're from Fabworks, and they are an Italian matte lycra, so they are a sportswear fabric, and it's a super product. I have used this before in like an aubergine colorway, but she sent me them in this gorgeous sort of like, it's like a creamy color. I know it's coming up fairly white on screen, but it's not. It is like an off-white creamy color. It's a 4-way stretch lycra, and it is a matte finish, so it's not the shiny lycra, which I don't particularly like, to be honest. I prefer the matte lycras. So this is going to be fantastic. She sent me the cream colorway, and she also sent me this gorgeous teal, and there is tons of this. So I am super excited to play about with these and make myself some more running kit with these. I think that will be amazing. So thank you so much, Bobby, for sending me these. It's really kind of you, and yeah, I'm looking forward to trying out a few different patterns. I really love the green style patterns for not loungewear but activewear and sportswear. I think they do super patterns. They work really well, and they do them in different heights as well, so you can use, they've got the patterns that you can use them for petites, for normal height if there is such a thing, and then tall as well, which is great, which means I don't have to make any adjustments. So love them, really love them. So I can highly recommend those patterns. I've also bought some patterns this week as well because I'm a member of the So Direct VIP club. I'll leave a link to it down below, and they do the big 4, big 5 patterns. But if you're a member of the VIP club, you get a pattern for free, and it means that when the new ranges come out each season, you get first access, because generally what happens is in the States they come out much earlier than we get them in the UK. So when they come out in the States, we get access to them through the VIP club, which is awesome. And there are a few new patterns that have come out which I just love the look of. So I bought at the beginning of the week, I think I actually bought them first thing Monday morning, and they arrived on Tuesday, which was incredible. I mean, I've never had such service before from them, so it was amazing. Anyway, let me grab them and I'll show you what I bought. So I have got, let me look, I've got 3 Vogue patterns, a Simplicity pattern and a McCall's. I think this is a McCall's. No, it's not. It's a Nomi pattern. It's the first Nomi pattern that I have bought, actually. And if you don't know, Nomi is a brand where lots of sort of indie pattern designers work under, if that makes sense. So Mimi G has done a few, Beauty J'adore's done a few, Brittany, I can't remember her name, Brittany somebody, I will put a link here. She's made some as well. So there's lots of sort of the indie designers that we've seen in the sewing community that make patterns for Nomi patterns now, which is just great because it means lots of people get an opportunity to showcase where their talents are, I guess, which is just lovely. Anyway, this pattern, I have seen a few people making this in the sewing community, and I did like it when it came out last year, but I decided to buy it. So it's this one, which is ME 2016. It's gorgeous. I think Brogan, who is the Crafty Pie, has made this. And yeah, it's designed for woven fabrics, but I just really like it. Let me show you the line drawings on the back there. I think this is going to be lovely for summer. Yeah, so I'm really happy to get that. I haven't got any plans to make this just yet, but I thought it would be nice to look at later on in spring. And then the next one I bought was this one. This is a new Vogue pattern out of the new collection. I think it's spring, but I love this. It really speaks to my boho side. It's V2004, and it's this gorgeous dress with this trim that you can apply. You know, it's got frills, it's got poofy sleeves, everything I love, to be honest. There are the line drawings for you there. And yeah, I really want to make that this year because I just think it's gorgeous. And I love both styles. I love the longer sleeve and I love the shorter sleeve as well. But I think probably for summer, I'd maybe go for the longer sleeve. So yeah, really, really love that one. And then this one is a new one that's come out, and you might have already seen it in social media because people are shouting about this from the rooftops. But a few decades ago, Diane von Furstenberg made the iconic wrap dress basically, and it did transfer into the Big Four patterns. I think Vogue brought it out back in the 60s and they've reissued it basically. So here it is. If you try and get one of the original patterns that came out, it's super expensive, but this is the reissue. Loads of people are getting it. It's designed for knit fabrics. I love a wrap dress because it really suits my figure. And yeah, it's just such an iconic classic pattern. I had to buy it. So I will probably make that this year. And I love the long version. I think the long version is amazing, but I don't know if I could wear it, I guess. I don't know how wearable that would be for me in my everyday life, but I am excited to have a go at this because her original design for this dress was always imitated, but never, you know, it was never the same as the classic original. So to have the original reissue is just amazing. So yeah, I think this is selling out everywhere, but yeah, I'm so super happy to get this and have a go at that at some point. And then the next two patterns I've bought thinking ahead for my holiday in May. We are going back to Portugal and we've got Tom, Layla and Bronte coming with us this time, which is going to be lovely. I'm so looking forward to it. So I want thinking ahead now because we're going in early May and I'm thinking about patterns, what I want to make, and I'm hoping I might have lost a little bit more weight by then as well, which is great. So I won't be making these anytime soon, but I'm thinking ahead that yes, hopefully I will make these. So the first one is this one, Vogue 2021, and this is a one shoulder dress or jumpsuit. Now I don't care for the jumpsuit at all. That is just not my style, but I love this version. I think this is stunningly gorgeous, and yeah, I just think for a holiday with flat sandals will be so chic. And yeah, I really want to make this dress. I think it's beautiful. They are the line drawings. I'm hoping it shouldn't be too difficult. I just need to choose a fabric, and I think this kind of design will showcase a beautiful print absolutely perfectly because there are no interruptions or style lines or anything. It's, you know, obviously needs to be a drapey fabric, and I've got some beautiful fabrics in my stash that would work so well for this, but I think as a holiday dress this is going to be absolutely gorgeous. So it's very different style for me and I am really looking forward to trying it. So look forward to that later on in early spring. And then the other one again is a little bit risque for me, but this is Simplicity S9885 and I adore this dress. Again, it's a one shoulder style. I don't think I like the long sleeve. I don't think that one works for me, but I love this version here with that's sleeveless but still one shoulder, and then you've got this gorgeous little cutout detail which adds that gorgeous interest. Now I think this is for knits. Yes, it's a knit pattern, so I need to think about fabric for this, but I'd love to make this for my holiday. I think that would be gorgeous as well. Yeah, I really like it. So they are some beautiful new patterns that I've bought, and it's my first Big Four pattern splurge, I guess, for a long time. I haven't bought any of those because I've tended to make most of the indie designers, I guess, for the last year or so, really. So yeah, it's nice to be dabbling into the Big Four patterns again, so that's good. Anyway, what else have I got to show you? I got my Beyond the Pink Door box this week and I thought I'd show you the contents. I didn't do a separate unboxing because I just haven't had the opportunity to, but I have unboxed it and I'll show you what I received. So in the Beyond the Pink Door box this week, you got a granola bar, which I haven't eaten, but it's in my cupboard in the kitchen. So I'm not going to go grab that, but it's a gorgeous, it looks beautiful actually. Really nice Irish granola bar. It just, yes, I had to put it away because I would have eaten it and spoilt my diet. But anyway, we got a reel of black Gutterman thread, a gorgeous chalk pencil, and I've had one of these before from Andrea in her advent calendar, not 2023 but it was 2022, and they are amazing. I love the fact that it's chalk in a pencil. This is going to be really helpful on the Vogue dress that I'm making to draw in that waistline casing, so I will be using that very soon. Then we got a pack of stickers. I've got that upside down, haven't I? That's the way around it should be. So I might decorate my overlocker with these. So that's really cute. And then the fabric came in 3 colorways, and I got the black and green colorway this time, which is this really lovely viscose twill. Now, I am going to say, I'm going to be honest now. Somebody who I really love in the sewing community decided to destash hers before I'd even got my box. And I opened Instagram and saw this fabric on her destash page, and she'd put in the comments that it's from Beyond the Pink Door, and I've had every subscription box from Beyond the Pink Door and hadn't seen this fabric before. So I put 2 and 2 together and thought, oh, that's this month's fabric then, when I'd not even got my box. So yeah, anyway, I love you very much and you know who you are. But anyway, it's absolutely fine. I received the green colorway anyway, which is not the same version as this lovely person was destashing. I don't know about the print for me. I'm going to be honest. There's 2.5 meters here. I would not probably wear this as a dress, but when I was watching, who did I watch? I watched somebody's unboxing of this, I think, the other day, and I can't remember one of the sort of ideas that they had for making this, but I had thought, but they did mention it and I'd already thought about it. I'm thinking about a pair of palazzo trousers for in the spring. I think actually that would work well with, like, what I'm thinking is either a white sort of ballet wrap top or a black one. I think probably black. I would prefer black with it, I think. But I think a little black cropped wrap top with a pair of really wide leg palazzo trousers, not an elasticated waist. I would want a very fitted waist with these. I think would work really well. So I think that's what I'm going to do with this, because as a dress, I feel it would be quite aging for me. And yeah, although if you've seen Judy's dress, she's made it's a pattern by Atelier Jupe, and is it the Alana dress? It might be that one. Anyway, she's made a dress out of this and it looks amazing on her. But for me, I wouldn't wear it as a dress. So I think I'm going to make trousers out of it, and I think that will look great. The image I've got in my mind with, as I say, a little jersey wrap top would look great. So yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do with that. So that's my Beyond the Pink Door box. And then I also bought this I got this week from the lovely Becky, who is What Beck Sews. She was destashing quite a number of fabrics actually, and I spotted this on her destash page on Instagram, and it is a viscose linen in this gorgeous zebra print. She said it was 2 meters, and it's not. It is much more than 2 meters, Becky. If you are watching, yeah, there is so much more than 2 meters. So this was an absolute bargain. I'm so glad I snapped it up. I want to make a skirt with this, probably midi length, but I'm not sure on what pattern. Initially, I was thinking a bias cut skirt, but I think the fabric is too heavy for that. And when I put this on the bias, then the print is not going to be zebra anymore, is it? It's going to be, let me think now. It's going to be like that. So the print's going to be like that. And I don't know if that's quite going to work. It's not sort of what I thought. So I need to think of a a skirt pattern, a long sort of midi skirt pattern. Although I might end up doing something like a saltwater slip out of it. I think that would be cool, wouldn't it? That might actually work better for me. So I'm going to look at that probably later, towards the end of spring, summer. I think that might be really nice as a saltwater slip, as opposed to my original idea of doing a bias skirt. So yeah, gorgeous fabric. Thank you so much, Becky, for getting that to me super quick. It came really quick. She put it up on her Instagram page. I bought it, and I think she posted it the same day. So it was literally 2 days later I got it, which was amazing. So that is that. And then, have you heard about the Pogonip party? So this is a little challenge in February that the lovely Christine, who is Gemini Stitches, she's running it basically, and it's basically for you to make a Pogonip, which is the pattern by Friday Pattern Company, throughout February. And on the 29th, we all have a little virtual party showing off our new Pogonip tops. Now, Christine got in touch with me and asked me if I would vlog about it and take part in the challenge. Now, she got in touch with me back in December, and to be honest, it was quite a while before I got back in touch with her, because when this pattern came out, I think I mentioned it in a previous vlog at the end of last year, I didn't really take to it. And I think what's putting me off about this pattern is the placket at the front. I don't know what it is about that placket. It's very wide, and I don't know. For me, that particular placket on the Pogonip is not my favourite. I'm just going to say that straight away. So the rest of it, I love it, but just that placket, I thought, I don't know. Anyway, so I was thinking about it for quite a while, and then I thought, you know what? Let's just make it up and see what I think. So I got this fabric a week or so ago. You can see it here. And then I watched Tamlin's vlog last week, her Friday sews. I think it was her Friday sews. It might have been another one she did. And she's taken part in the challenge as well. And she showed the fabric that she's chosen for her Pogonip, and it is exactly the same as this. I bought this as a remnant from First for Fabrics. Now, when I went to the Knitting and Stitching show at Harrogate in November with Tamlin, we went by the Higgs and Higgs stand, and they had some fabrics very similar to this. Can't remember if they were a stretchy fabric though, but they had some fabrics like this, and we both loved them. But I was sort of saying, I don't know what I would make with them. That's the thing. And then obviously First for Fabrics got these in, which is this gorgeous sort of corduroy fabric with a fleece back. It is beautiful. It sheds everywhere. That's the only thing, but it is gorgeous fabric. And I loved this colorway, and I didn't get any because I wasn't going to be taking part. I didn't think, I thought, I don't know what I would make with it. But then obviously this challenge has come up, and I thought, yeah, this would be perfect for the Pogonip. And they had a remnant of 1.7 meters on their website, so I bought it, thought, yeah, this will be perfect for this challenge. And I would wear it as as like a dog walking, throw it over my head, take the dog out, or go for a walk across the fields like I do sometimes, that kind of thing. So it's going to be perfect for that, because I don't actually have anything like that I can just throw on over my scruffs, as I like to call them, to go dog walking with. And you might think that's a bit excessive, Rachel, just throw a hoodie on or whatever, but sometimes it's nice to make something, isn't it? So I bought this with the intention of making the Pogonip, and then I saw Tamlin's vlog where she has bought exactly the same fabric, and I was messaging her the other day and I said, I'm gonna have to choose a different fabric now. I've just watched your vlog and we've got the same. And she was like, no, we can be twins. So we're gonna be twins. So I'm gonna, I bought this specifically for that, and I'm gonna make it with it. And you can see at the end how it looks on different body types, because Tamlin and I will have identical Pogonips, but it will, we both have very different body types, let's face it. So you'll be able to see how it looks on different people, which is always a good thing, isn't it? So yeah, so that's that. Two other quick things to show you, because I've been rabbiting on now for well over half an hour, and I'm trying to keep my vlogs a little bit shorter, mainly because they take forever to upload. I don't know what is going on, but anyway, last week First for Fabrics released some new bag pattern kits, and Tamlin puts these together. She's just got such an eye, she really has, and they sell out like hotcakes so quickly. But this time I was ready, waiting and armed with my little countdown thing going on. So as soon as they went live, I logged on and I bought myself two, which is really bad, but let me grab them. I've not even opened them yet because I thought I would open them with you to show you. So let me grab them and we'll open them together. These are my kits here, and the first one that I'll open with you is this one, which is the Crescent Tote. So this is a pattern by Noodlehead, and they've got different styles, so you could choose, you know, the outer fabric and the inner fabric, and I can't remember which one I went for. Oh, I went for, well, basically I saw Tamlin's that she made in an afternoon last week. It looks so professional. I was just dumbstruck when I saw it, because it is absolutely stunning. She has put so much work into it. It looks so good, so well sewn, that I thought I need a black one. So I bought this one. So this is how it comes in your little box. You get the pattern, you get a little pack of needles, you get a little label, which is a little rosy cheeks one. We get the thread, and we get the zips, which are gorgeous chunky zips. We get the webbing for the straps, the outer fabric, which is this beautiful black canvas, and then the lining is this gorgeous pink stars, and then we have some interfacing, some black woven interfacing, so it's not that cheap stuff, it's the proper woven interfacing. And then we've got the fleece as well, which is like the stiffening of the tote. So I am so excited to make this, and I can't wait to start it, if I'm perfectly honest. I am still on with making the Sandhill. That was a pattern that I think I showed you in my, not my last vlog, but the one before, the catch-up vlog. But I'm still searching for a zip for that, because I need a double zip, if that makes sense, because to make the Sandhill, you have a zip, one long zip that has two zippers on it that close in the middle. So if anybody knows where I can get that from, then do let me know, because I'm struggling to find one at the minute, if I'm perfectly honest. So yeah, I've got everything else that I need for that now, but I just need a zip, and then I can get on with that. But yeah, I'm going to make this super soon. I'll be honest, when I first saw this pattern, I thought, yeah, it's nice, but probably not something that I would make. And then I saw Tamlin's and I was like, no, I need to make that, and I need to make it now. So yeah, it is gorgeous. So if you haven't seen it, bob over to Tamlin's vlog, her last Friday sews. I think she showed it in there, and also on her Instagram page, because it is stunning. It's really good. And then the other kit I got was this one, the Buckthorn. So Ruan and I both nabbed one of these, to be honest. Oh, it's just, this kit is just gorgeous. I never thought I needed one of these, but I do. I'm going to have to cut the ribbon because I can't open it, so bear with me 1 second. So this kit is like a little backpack, and oh, I got this the right way around. No, I'm upside down. There we go. So here we go. This is the Buckthorn kit that I got. So again, we get the pattern, which is this gorgeous, gorgeous backpack. And we get needles again. Another little rosy cheeks label. We've got all the hardware, which is in this antique brass. We get the zipper. We get the thread again. We've got the gorgeous rainbow webbing. Look at that. Oh, it's delicious. And then we have the kit that I chose, again, is in black. So this is the black canvas for the outer, and then the inner is this beautiful cotton. Look at those colours. So they're going to look gorgeous together. And then again, we get the woven interfacing and the fleece as well, which I showed you, which is the same as what's in the other kit. So yes, oh, it's so nice to finally open those. I've been saving them to open with you. So yeah, they're my 2 bag kits. So I'm really looking forward to making those. And I think it's going to be great, especially while I'm not wanting to sew as many clothes at the minute because, you know, with the weight loss thing, etc. I think it's going to be fantastic for me to focus on making some bags, which will be great because they will fit me whatever size I am, which is just brilliant. Let me know what you think to my sewing week. As I say, I have started thinking about February plans. I mean, we're already a few days into February now, but I have been thinking about what I want to make in February because there's a few things coming up, to be honest, over the next few weeks, which I'd like to make for. I've got Layla's first birthday next month. Can you believe that? She is 1 in March. Granted, it's towards the end of March, but she is 1 next month. And Bronte has tasked me not only with making her a birthday dress for her birthday party, but also a cake as well. Honestly, the stress I feel is just unbelievable. So I'm starting to think about that at the minute, but we haven't really decided on fabrics and patterns. Although when I was on Instagram this morning, the new craft house was showcasing some of the fabrics that they are putting online tonight. And oh my word, there were some stunning ones on there that would be gorgeous for a special first birthday dress, but they are mega expensive. So I don't know. We might look at something else. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm going to do a separate plans vlog for February. I haven't done one for a while, and I'm hoping if I do a plans vlog, I've already got a few things in the back of my head of what I want to make in February. And yeah, I think that might focus my attention on making for this month, if that makes sense, rather than just aimlessly wandering from project to project and not really having a clue what I want to make, if that makes sense. I'm just rambling now. Anyway, I'm going to go because I'm sure you're sick of hearing from me for now. So I'm going to go, and yes, I hope you've enjoyed this little vlog today. Well, it's not so little vlog today, and I hope you have a great week coming up, and I will be back with you really soon. Take care. Bye.